Hello everyone, this is Gary from the Seer's Cave, and I've completely changed the format today for your cards for the week ahead, in so much that I'm actually outside. And so the music obviously is not present, and there may be some extraneous noise from neighbours and so forth, but please bear with that. Now I'm using my kind of standard edition Thoth deck, which is the small version. I believe in the packaging they call it the Premier Edition, but it is actually the small cards. And our first card is the Ace of Cups. And this has very much a feeling of an explosion of emotions, feelings, things surfacing, almost like I'm getting an image of like a gushing geyser from one of those American national parks. Like there's a lot of explosive energy and emotional energy around. And this can be a positive thing in the sense that it can be um, enthusiasm, it can be enjoyment, it can be all the sort of good things that we feel. There can be some icky negative things on the outskirts as well. And as I look at this card here, in particular with the sort of darker and the redder parts around the outside, it does feel very much like we could have one or two little bumps in the road to deal with emotionally. So it's worth being aware of that. But don't lose sight of the fact that with an Ace of Cups, what we're dealing with is refreshing of ourselves emotionally and rejuvenating ourselves. So it could be an interesting week from that point of view. Now, our second card is the Prince of Discs. And this brings us right back down to earth, practical matters, getting things done. Very much kind of stubbornness, determination, and we've got a bull pulling this cart here. So we're looking at this as being very, very determined, solid, work-like, getting things done, consolidating our position, and then pushing forwards here. And yeah, definitely a feeling of really getting on with things this week. And our final card, as this is going to be relatively quick reading, it's the first one in this format. We have the Knight of Discs, so we have the Prince and the Knight here. The Knight, to me, feels more like keeping ourselves safe, keeping ourselves protected. We have this black obsidian-coloured armour, which is very much a protection colour. It's reminding me of actually the black obsidian stone. I don't have my crystals out here with me, but it's very much that kind of feel. And we have things growing. We have a Virgo influence here. If you see the wheat in the front of the card, we have a Virgo influence here. This is really details, details, details. Slow and steady progress, considering everything that we need to do, and then very carefully getting on with it. So, to do a little overview here, we have the Ace of Cups. We have this renewing of emotions, rejuvenation, kind of excitement, an explosion of positive emotions, but also dealing with the icky stuff as well. We have the Prince of Discs, which is a solid, workmanlike, getting on with things, pushing forwards, determined, stubbornly so in some cases. This is a very sort of Taurian influence. So pushing things forward and being very stubborn, but boundaries as well come to mind here. Both our own in terms of what we can push in terms of the envelope, but also making sure other people know what our boundaries are too. And the Virgoan influence of the Knight of Discs here showing us details. Be cautious, be careful, make sure all of the details are in place as they should be, protect ourselves, and just proceed carefully but consistently this week. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the week and this somewhat different format. It'll be very interesting to see what you think of it. Please do let me know in the comments. Also, if you would like, please feel free to check out my website, www.theseerscave.webs.com, for more information about myself, my various tools, and the readings that I offer. I'd like to wish everyone a very happy, prosperous, and exciting week ahead, whatever you choose to do. And as always, wish love, light, blessings, wind, and frith to you all.